lighting coming in, and then Luna was jumping onto the lights, trying to eat the lights. She's crazy. She's crazy. I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes though to come on through so we can hang out together and do our lives as per usual, you know, as per usual. Okay, dokay. It's probably letting you guys know. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Did it show up? Yeah, it did. Dear Char. Dear Char, we got lots of questions that have come in. If you have been wanting to drop a question so that it can get answered during Sunday Fun Days with me, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat right now. And I think there was a few people saying like, I'm not on Facebook, by the way, guys. I'm not on Facebook, okay? So even though I have a Facebook profile, like my lives are not on Facebook. My lives are on YouTube, okay? Just so you all know, clearing up, doing some housekeeping. I have lots of questions from Dear Char. Let's see what we can get through. Good morning. I don't like to say morning. I'm gonna tell you that. Morning, mourn, to mourn. Why are we mourning the morning? Why are we sad about the morning? I like to say grand rising. Exaltations to the sun. I'm just joking. But I don't like to say good morning. I like to say good day. Good day. Hello, hi. How are ya? All right. I hope everyone is doing great. If you have your little mug, your tea, love that for you guys. I am just waiting for a couple people to jump in. Okay. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Sean. Okay, let's give everybody a couple minutes to come in. Hi. Oh, New Mexico. I think we're going to be doing a lot of traveling to the States. My son, Charlie, really wants to explore the States. So off we go to the USA. Maybe we'll put New Mexico on the list. I always like to travel. Hey, Casey. I always like to travel based off of my astrocartography. If you guys have never done that before, it's a really, can you hear me okay? It's a really cool way to see where in the world is actually good for you to travel versus where you may have challenges or obstacles in your travel. So if you've ever like gone somewhere and had a really bad time, go look at your astrocartography. You'll get to see what's going on. We're just saying. Okay, so if you are new here and you have never ever come to Dear Char, hello, hi, welcome. I'm so happy to see you here. If you happen to stumble across this and you are not part of our community here on YouTube, I hope you click subscribe and obviously come be a bestie with us, okay? Come be a bestie with us, come hang with us. Sunday Fun Days, Dear Char, is something that I had been wanting to do for a very long time. Ideally, if I manifest it, it's a podcast or it's like a live Q&A where you can actually call in, and it's like a live call-in video session, audio session, or session just in general. That's the big goal. We're starting off here finally because I said to myself, if you don't start somewhere, then you're telling the universe that you want something, but you're not taking any action on it. So we're starting here on YouTube like this, like we've done with everything else. I'm in my gym gear after this session. I'm headed off to the gym and I've got a lot of recording to do for you guys. I'm still trying to figure out like how I like the setup. Hopefully this is okay and the lighting works out for you guys. Okay, so Dear Char works in this way. In my mailing list, if you're not part of my mailing list, you're going to want to sign up to the mailing list. In my mailing list, I send over a link, and in the link, you get to drop your questions. Now, please know that I don't do exactly what Jamal just did. I'm 52, what's the future? I'm not going to answer shit like that, sorry. You can book a session if you want to dive deep into like your personal, your own stuff. Dear Char is designed to help you with getting clarity on some of your most precious questions on things around relationships, manifestations, your desires, your challenges with your business, obstacles, where you feel stuck, etc. But if you want something that is very deep, very specific to you, you got to book a session with me. Book a session with me, okay? Or take any of my courses to help you uncover a lot of these more integrated or more expansive experiences, okay? Or more expansive desires for seeking knowledge. So somebody just asked, what's the mailing list? I will also not answer anything regarding, hi Lex, I will also not answer anything regarding your natal chart in Dear Char. And here's why. Your natal chart is very specific to you, to the time you were born, the place you were born, where you were born. And I need to be able to see your natal chart and in order to work with you, in order to answer questions specific to your natal chart. The idea that you can write down, I have a sun here and a moon here and a Venus here and a square to this, tell me my life. That's not how astrology works. And anybody who's trying to sell you that form of astrology is lying to you. I'm just gonna tell you that. I don't care, you can believe me, you can like me, you can unfollow me, I don't give a shit. I'm telling you the truth. That's not how astrology works. And astrology is such an in-depth tool for exploration, for divination, that you gotta book a session. If you don't wanna book it with me, go book it with somebody else. I don't care. What I am gonna tell you is that you can't get answers to your astrology, to your personal natal chart, to reading your chart by doing things like Dear Char or by asking people for a bunch of free shit. There's a lot of work. I've been studying astrology since I was 16. I'm 40 this year. Okay? So I just want to put that out there. I want to set the right expectations for you guys, both for myself and both for you. All right, let me send you guys the link so you can sign up to the mailing list. How do I do this? How do I do this? Copy. I'm new to you. I need to book with you ASAP. Link it up. I guess it's not in the chat here. Hold on. This is mailing list. Boop. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. Even though I've been studying astrology for that long, I still feel like I don't know so much. You're like constantly learning things. Every single aspect, every degree, everything means something in astrology. There's progress charts, there's natal charts, there's solar arcs, there's synastry. There's like so much to uncover that this idea that one could simply foretell your future, and that's not even what I like to use astrology for, by the sun, by the moon, like that's not how it works. It just isn't. It just isn't. Okay. It just isn't. Okay. And innocent compliment, you are a real knockout. Thanks, Brian. I get it from my mama and a little bit from my dad. Even though a lot of people say I look like my dad, I think I would hope I got my beauty from my mom. Okay, hold on. Let me drop the link because I'm seeing people here asking about booking a session. Okay, I'm just gonna drop everything down right here, right now. Here is the link to book a cosmic session. We're gonna get started real soon here because, Luna, honest to God, you guys, if I have to like abruptly stop because I gotta go handle Luna is in her terrible twos right now. I don't know what is going on with her. She's literally climbing the curtain in the shower right now. I can hear her. Okay, and yes, I promise she has got lots of toys. She's got lots of things to keep her distracted. She just really likes to do the house. Book a cosmic session here. She just really likes to. I don't even know. She's crazy. So on our stairs coming up the house, we have like these landings on the actual like pillars to the stairs. She's literally figured out how to, like, she'll crawl up the stair railing to get to the landing and then sit there like a perched hawk or a raven or a crow or an eagle and like look at the house, but then to come down is not easy. So she literally like flies to, it's crazy, bro. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. If there was cameras in my house, I would for sure go wild because she is just, what night and day difference between Raven and Luna. Mine's a year and a half, Lilith, and is almost there. Yeah, Luna is, she was born October, November, December, January, February, March. She's 5 months. She's 5 months. Because I think kittens, like their age is different than our age, if that makes sense. Yeah, right? That makes sense. Okay. So let me walk you through how this goes. I've dropped the link to Dear Char. Okay. Have I done that? Did I do that? If you want to ask your questions, I'm going to get to as many as I can. All right. And then these next couple of weeks are a little bit weird just because of my schedule. But moving forward towards the end of March, we're going to be doing this every other weekend. It's going to be consistent every other weekend. We're going to be live here doing Dear Char. Okay. So hopefully that helped you out. So without further ado, the theme for this week really seems to be about self-trust, self-confidence, and understanding the inner power that one has to navigate life's enigmas. I start off with the first question. It says, "Hi Lizette, I'm an Aquarius and feel like I'm on the brink of some big things. Question, what is my near future looking like? Business, am I going in the right direction?" So like I said, I'm not going to be answering questions like this. The reason why is because I don't know what your near future looks like. I'm not sitting with you. I'm not talking with you. I have no idea what action you're taking or what path you're on, what work you're doing, where maybe you're failing to see your own limitations, your own limiting beliefs. I think the important thing to notice about this question is that if you know that you're on the brink of big changes, if you internally, intuitively, while you're listening to this or watching this, you know you're on the brink of big things, you know you feel that expansion coming, that leveling up, that evolution, what action are you taking every single day to make that your reality? In addition to this, what are you doing right now to help your emotional state of being, your vibrational state of being, your physical, your spiritual state of being to support you in reaching this goal? In order for us to manifest anything that we ever desire in our lives, we have to hold the vision and we have to embody the emotional feeling. Neville Goddard talks about it, the law of attraction, The Secret talks about it, okay? All of these big spiritual manifestation gurus talk about it. What you need to understand is that in order for something big to happen, in order for you to experience that breakthrough, you have to make the necessary changes to align with that breakthrough. You have to make the necessary changes. A lot of people think that the answer's in the cards or the answer's in the astrology or the answer's in doing a candle spell or the answer's in, doing a ritual. While all these divination practices are so beautiful and cathartic oftentimes and really support us in getting the confirmation or the sign for the sign of your sign of the sign of your sign of the sign of your sign, okay? The power, the fuel that comes in your ability to break through and manifest these deep desires come within yourself. You are God, God is you. And some people have a really hard time understanding that. They think that God is outside of them. God is consciousness. God is every single living being, ethereal thing that's in this earth, interwoven. It is an energetic vibration, and you are the essence of God, and God is you, and you are God, and everything is God, and God is in everything. And so when you want something, when you're on the brink of something, don't ask me the timeline. Ask yourself the timeline. Why are you seeking answers outside of yourself instead of going inward to find the answers that you seek? So the next question is, am I going to be alone? I literally have no friends. I have no family that talks to me. I work and go home. That's it. I've tried meeting people, but it feels like everyone turns out to be the same, either lying or cheating or just not my people. So here's what I'm going to say to you. You are attracting the type of people that you're vibrating at. You are an energetic match for the people that you are meeting in your life. And the moment that you take accountability and responsibility and ask yourself, what is your behavior? How are you showing up in this world? What is your mindset? What vibrational frequency are you at in this world? The moment that you realize that you are in control, that is the moment where your environment is going to change from I have literally no friends, I have nobody that talks to me, to I have so many amazing friends, I have so many wonderful people in my life, I feel so confident and secure in my relationships. And this is triggering to the ego. This is triggering to the inner wounded child. This is triggering to the parts of ourselves that don't want to take accountability, that don't want to take responsibility. I always share this in my course. If you've taken my Align course, you know this, okay? You are a physical vessel. Your physical vessel wants to and is seeking direct connection to source consciousness, to your higher self, to what I like to call your aura or your spiritual vessel, your spiritual essence. Your spiritual essence, you in your highest vibrational frequency, you aligned with the highest version of yourself, the purest version of yourself, is like a plug directly tuned in and tapped into source consciousness, to everything that is. It realizes that everything is a mirror. It recognizes how interwoven everything is with everything. I am so deeply interwoven with you as much as you're interwoven with me. You have found me because of the vibrational frequency that I am emitting out into this world to call you in. Now, what happens is when we are little, when we come into this earth, pure soul, pure energy, pure being, we experience the reality of this earth. And the reality of this earth is that there are many unhealed people in this world. And so we start experiencing external perception, external judgment, criticism, right? Attacks. It's other people's narratives, other people's perspectives, other people's opinions, other people's points of views, and they start being shared with us or emitted to us. This could look like your parents being highly critical of you, your grandparents, family members, neighbors, the school you're in, right? All of this trauma, this suffering, but these are experiences, these are lessons. Well, when you're little, as a self-preservation mechanism, your ego and your shadow start forming. That is how that is the inception of them. The inception, the way that your ego and your shadow are formed and rooted is by these experiences that are not of the purest light, we could call them. They are lessons. They are moments in time that create pain, suffering, trauma, anger, frustration, sadness, loneliness, despair. And so when you are little, as a self-preservation mechanism, the ego and the shadow keep you protected like masks. So you wear the ego to repel. You wear the shadow to protect. You wear these personas that are formed and built to preserve your being. However, the ego and the shadow are the repressed parts of you. They are the rejected parts of you. They are the parts of you that you feel embarrassment, that you feel shame for, that you feel pain about. Because these parts of you were born out of what other people viewed as not good enough, or not the right person, or not the right behavior, or you're bad at this, or why do you behave like this, or you need to stop talking, or you need to stop eating, or you need to stop wearing that, right? All like that judgment, that criticism, that hatred. And so your little self, right, inner self, child self, starts wearing these masks to be able to protect. And then all of a sudden you're wearing these masks as a form of self-preservation when they're not serving you anymore. And so you're going about this world being defensive, being angry, shielded, with barriers and walls, and hating everybody, or feeling like the world is against you. Because that was your method of survival when you were little, but you're not little anymore. So now it's your job to take the reins, to take responsibility, to take control of the vehicle of your life. And many of you, when you experience a spiritual awakening, what's really happening at the foundation is your higher self, source consciousness, is wanting to embody and align with your physical vessel and saying, hey, have faith, restore your connection with me. Align with me. Believe that I'm always conspiring to work in your favor. Trust in the unwavering energy of life, of source consciousness, of God energy. However, the ego and the shadow have now molded, right? And transformed into their own beings, like two little devils that sit on your shoulders. Don't listen to that guy. What does he even fucking know? Oh my God, I'm so afraid of him. What if he does that same thing that everybody else did to me? And so you see the ego and the shadow manifest themselves in different parts of your life. For example, if you've been wanting to launch a new business, let's just say you've been wanting to launch a YouTube channel, the ego goes, you know how stupid you look? Everybody's gonna think you're so dumb. You're never gonna get anywhere with that. Like the market's so saturated, why even bothering? That's self-sabotage. The shadow turns around and goes, no one's gonna like us. We're gonna look so ugly on camera. We don't even know how to talk. We don't even know how to say. I don't even like my makeup. Never mind. I'd rather just not be seen. Self-sabotage again. One acts like a victim. One acts like a toxic, aggressive being. And both of these aspects of you exist. They exist in every single person. Even like the most holiest of holiest people have an ego and a shadow self. The difference between people who have understood how to navigate the ego and the shadow self is one, that they've practiced awareness, and two, that they've practiced consciousness, and three, they've learned to integrate their ego and their shadow through compassion, through forgiveness, through grace, through understanding, and no longer feeling shame, resentment, embarrassment for these aspects of themselves, because that's exactly what you were told to do, or that's exactly what was projected on you. How do you tell that part of your brain to shut up? Okay, let's talk about this, Tina. That's a great question, and we're veering off of Dear Char, but let me tell you that. Okay, so in my Align course, I literally walk you through these different teachings, these different modules to help you understand how to work together with your ego and your shadow, because you're not meant to shut them up. The ego and the shadow are the unhealed parts of you. They're your inner wounded child. They're little versions of you, Tina. Think about little Tina. Think about what you went through when you were little. Think about what you sought out: unconditional love, connection, compassion, safe space, right? The love maybe from your parents, from your grandparents, who knows, right? I don't know your exact story, Tina. But we're not meant to shut up the ego and the shadow. What we're meant to do with the ego shadow is to show them the unconditional love, the acceptance that they so desperately seek, because that's what the ego and the shadow are doing. At its purest form, the ego and the shadow are looking for some sort of validation, some sort of confirmation, but they're doing that in the wrong way. Your ego and your shadow just want to know that they're being seen and heard, that they feel safe, because they don't feel safe, and that's why they lash out. It's why you see people who are like constantly in a state of victim. Everybody hates me. Everybody hates me. Nobody likes me. Nothing ever works out for me. Or just the other day, I had somebody on my Instagram make a comment about a video I posted, and they said, when you were homeless, could you afford courses like the ones you're selling? And I turned around and responded, and I said, actually, when I was on the verge of homelessness, because thankfully my mom literally swept in and saved us. When I was on the verge of homelessness, what I did was work super, super fucking hard to get out of that scarcity lack mindset. So I scavenged and worked and did everything that I could, found jobs randomly, did everything, put myself out there. And I was disciplined and structured. And if that meant I didn't get new shoes because I was spending the $250 on a session with my transformation coach, then that's what I did. If it meant that I wasn't going out with my friends that day because I really wanted to, have a session with my transformation course to help me in my soul's evolution, that's what I did. I found a way, right? But that person who made that comment about my courses being expensive, that's their own limitations. That's their own perception. People who think that $222 is expensive are failing to see that they are limitless beings to attract money into their life. People who say, I can't afford this, are living from scarcity lack mindset. Because me, as somebody who has to be very fiscally responsible, I'm a single mom and I live in Toronto, it's crazy expensive here, right? I could turn around and be like, oh my God, the government hates us. Everything sucks. Everything's so expensive. I'm a single mom and everything is so hard. And why are all these things happening? Instead, what I do is I go, okay, Char, well, if I know that I have X amount of dollars this month, maybe I'm not getting that new outfit from Gymshark. Maybe I'm paying off my credit card. Maybe I'm putting money into my RSPs. Maybe I'm learning about dividends and stocks. And if something comes up like an event, instead of saying, oh, that's too expensive, or I can't afford that, or do you think that people like me can afford that? You know, you're really charging a lot of money. I turn around and go, that's not a financial priority for me right now. I have other financial priorities I'm focusing on. Everything is a spell. Every word that you say, every thought, everything is a spell that manifests itself in one way or another. Your thoughts are thoughts until you create them into a reality. But the more you think about something in a certain way, the more that you manifest it into reality. It's like you're feeding it, you're fueling it. So when it comes to your ego and your shadow, Tina, you have to learn to have a conversation with your ego and your shadow. If you're ready to experience that freedom, that fulfillment, that confidence, that clarity, to navigate how to integrate the ego and the shadow, you have to learn to have conversations with it. You know, I like to say, you know, when I hear my ego coming out, I'm like, okay, ego, I hear you. I'm giving you attention, but that's not how my highest self vibes. So that can be your opinion. That can be your perspective, but we're not aligning with it. We're not doing that today. Ditto with the shadow. Especially in today's climate, politically, socially, it's really easy to feel vulnerable and helpless and hopeless and like you're a victim to everything. But your victim mindset is never going to get you anywhere in life. I can guarantee you that. Thank you, Don. I can guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. Hey, Herbert. So the next question is, any tips on how to manifest love? I've been single for a while and have trust issues. I also struggle to determine whether I want a long-term or short-term. You guys, let me go see what Raven. Luna just broke. Hold on one second. Luna! Luna, what did you break? Luna! Come on, Luna. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, you guys, this cat. Okay, so Luna just broke a vintage vase. Awesome. And we're not gonna clean that right now. So I think she knows she's in trouble. Anyway, so, oh my goodness, oh my gosh. Did you guys hear that? Whoosh. Yeah, she jumped onto the mantle and broke one of my vintage vases, which I'm really upset about because it was one of my favorites, but it's okay. It's just a thing. How am I gonna react? My ego wants to be angry. My shadow side wants to be sad. My higher self goes, it's just a thing. You can replace it. And I'm allowed to be a little bit sad, right? But I'm not going to react to the sadness and lash out from the sadness. Okay, let's dive into this next question here. I can hear her now. Oh my gosh, this cat. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about this manifesting love. There's a good glue I use, Maya. I'll post a picture after we're done this session. If you want to glue that together, you can. It's shattered. It's shattered. It's vintage. It was like I purchased it from like a vintage reseller. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so any tips on how to manifest love? I've been single for a while and have trust issues. I struggle to determine. Okay, so let's talk about manifesting love, okay? Before you ever want to manifest love, before you ever want to attract any form of love in your life, you have to ask yourself if you are in a place of receiving this love. You have to ask yourself if you are truly ready to welcome in this love. And you have to ask yourself, what is it that's stopping you for love? You're welcome, AIM. Yeah, like, because I'm sad. I'm like, oh man, I really like that. And also then I'm annoyed because I have to clean it, but it is what it is, right? And now she's back in the bathroom. I swear to God. I said it to you in the beginning of this video. She has her crazy face. Okay, so to manifest love, that's what you have to understand. If you have trust issues, you have to get to the root of the trust issue. You have to, before you attract love, you have to get to the root of what is causing the trust issue. You have to integrate. You have to pull away the rug and look at the shit that's gone on in your life. What's caused you to have trust issues? What is the story you are telling yourself in your mind around love, around these trust issues? Before we can even dive into whether you want a long-term or short-term relationship, you have to ask yourself, what is the trust issue? And why am I looking for a relationship in the first place? Are you looking for a relationship because you don't like being alone? Are you looking for a relationship because you seek somebody else to fill your own cup because you refuse to fill your own cup? Are you seeking a relationship because you feel like that's just the thing you got to do? You know, it's societally acceptable, right? Like, what is the reason why you want to manifest love? I'll share with you very vulnerably. For a long time, I told my mom in my 20s that I was never going to be in a relationship and never have kids. And then I had my son, and my son was the best thing that ever happened to me. To me, you know, you say a lot of shit. I love my kid. I would have way more kids. I've even talked to Charlie about fostering kids or adopting kids. But I've also become really honest with myself and accepted myself for who I am, not for what society wants me to be. Right? Society wants me to get married because that's what a woman's supposed to do. Society wants me to live in a white picket fence because that's what society wants to do. If I wanted to scream, Ben, I would have screamed. Trust me. Once you get to my age, you just do what you need to do. I don't want to scream. I'm more like, ugh, I have to go clean this before I go to the gym now. But it's okay because I'm going to have to charge my phone anyways. So, do you see? Everything is perspective. Everything is perspective. But it was a really pretty vase. It's okay. That's going to be replaced by something better. So, I said I didn't want a kid. Yes, exactly, Jessica. Like, I love my son. And honestly, I would want more kids. But this whole idea of like submitting to patriarchal societal norms of like getting married just so that you can say you're married, and then being in a relationship with somebody who, I don't know, is subpar just to say you have the marriage and like to fake and pretend, like, you know, those people that take pictures with their happy family, but you know that their family is like full of toxicity and drama, but like on social media, they're like, look at us, we're a happy family. How many stories? Look at Gabby Petito, right? Look at all these stories of all these women who endured abuse or endured deep suffering, but then to the public eye, right? Because they needed to conform to societal structures and societal norms, got into these relationships, stayed married, stayed with these people. Like, how many stories do you hear about these men killing their wives and their children? And these women stayed, right? Or look at how many women enable toxicity and abuse. I don't want any of that. Right? I don't want that. I don't want to walk around with a ring on my finger and be like, this is my husband, but then behind closed doors, it's like, you know, I don't want any of that. And I got real with myself. Like, maybe marriage isn't in the cards for me, and maybe I'm okay with that. Maybe I'm seeking a life partner instead, right? Where we can be together and separate. You know, that's the conversation that you need to have with yourself before you even start thinking about manifesting love. Right? So when you want to manifest love, you got to ask yourself, what is the reason that you're wanting to manifest love? Like, what's the reason? And when you get to the root of the reason, then from there, you start working out through whatever blockages you have. This person said, I have trust issues. Well, where do your trust issues stem from? These are big questions you have to ask yourself. Tina says, I've been divorced for 4 years and people always ask me, yeah, I'm not sure. I was engaged and then I was like, this is not it. I only want to be married once and this is not it. And now that I'm 40, I'm like, I don't know. The idea of a wedding sounds amazing, like to dress up pretty, to wear this beautiful gown, right? To have all these beautiful flowers. And because I'm so Piscean in nature, I would love something so like ethereal and dreamy and like magical. But it would have to be the right person. And I'm not just going to settle for anybody just to do it. I'll buy my own ring. I'll wear my own poofy, fancy, ethereal dresses. I'll buy my own flowers, right? The Miley Cyrus song, right? And then, so that's where you got to start if you've been wanting to manifest love. I'm going to be doing a whole video on how to manifest love into your life. I had done it, but then I realized that the stuff was reversed. So I'm creating a new one for you guys on that, okay? Okay, so somebody asked, what was my occupation before beginning my jewelry and tarot business? Okay, maybe you could throw a birthday party that. Yeah, honestly, Sunny, I'd love that. That would be so fun. Or just a party. What was your occupation before beginning your jewelry and tarot business? So I am a jack of many trades. I went to school originally for radio broadcasting. Then I was told that I should not be in radio, that I should go in TV. Then I learned the radio and TV industry and was like, this is not the industry I vibe with. I do not like this industry. And then I went back to school for interior design. And while I was in school for interior design, I worked at a bank. So I worked as like a teller, and then I worked all my way up to like a financial service rep. And then I also sold couches. I worked at a bar as a bartender. And then when I was taking a break from interior decorating school, because it was really expensive and I had to save up a lot of money to buy supplies. Like supplies are really, really a big investment in interior design. I was working as a bartender at a bar, restaurant / place. And I got poached by the GM and VP of a very, very well-known tech company in Canada and in the States. I'm not going to drop the name. Anyways, she poached me and I was literally like, I don't know anything about tech. And she's like, well, you sold me on a salad and I hate salads. So if you can sell me on a salad, I think you can sell tech. And I was like, I don't know, whatever. And then a couple of months after, I knew that my time was done at the restaurant bar place. And I remembered I had her contact info. I called her, I got the job. And then within a year, I moved up in the rankings and did IT sales for 4 years, 4 years. I don't remember. It was a few years. And so then I did IT sales. I loved helping people. I loved being of service. I loved the techie world, which is funny because now I'm in media, I'm in tech, I'm still in a form of tech. I love technology. I think it's super, super cool. But the selling solutions to other people was not it wasn't it for me after a while. And I even tried to go back into the industry after, when I was a single mom, and it wasn't a match. It was like Source had told me, you're done here, Char. You can't keep going there as much as you want to. And so then I started doing social media consulting, social media management. I really love social media, I love social media. I think social media is such a fucking cool place. And I was working for people behind the scenes. I was doing websites, I was doing social media content, I was consulting on how to get more viewership, building more community, I guess a marketing aspect and salesy aspect as well. And then somebody actually said to me, why are you behind the camera? Why don't you go do it? And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to talk to people about. And originally I was talking about single motherhood and my life starting over in my early 30s. This was almost 10 years ago now. And then one of my friends turned around, and funny enough, they're not my friend anymore. One of my friends was like, you know so much about astrology, tarot, crystals, and spirituality. Like, you're always like into the like woo-woo stuff. Why don't you start talking about that online? There's a girl that's doing really well on YouTube doing that kind of stuff. And I kind of watched the girl's videos, and I was like, oh, maybe I could do this. And that's how I started. And yeah. And Source was like, and this is exactly where you belong. Like, I can genuinely say I feel so fulfilled in my job. Like, this to me doesn't feel like a job. Like, I love this. I do this all the time, right? And I don't get bored because there's so much vastness in it. There's so much, I'm constantly doing something different. And so that's how I started. Those were my occupations. I had lots of occupations. And even to this day, I really, really love studying. Like, I love knowledge. Like, I would forever be a student of the universe in the sense of like going to school. If I could get paid to go to school, I would do that. That's my South Node in Scorpio in the 9th house. That's old, past lives, Charlene. Love to study, love to like learn. It's what, like, my brain is a computer. I have so much knowledge in here. But this time I meant to share it with you guys. So somebody just asked, how long did it take for my YouTube to take off? When I actually got serious about it, when I got consistent about it, literally 3 months. Not even. I got consistent October, September. By December, I was monetized. Yeah, October, November, December. Yeah, 3 months. The researcher, yeah. I am like, you need something to be found? I'm a fucking detective, okay? I will find it. I will get to the bottom of it. I will find the answers. This mug, you can actually purchase this mug. I designed this mug. It's in it should be at the bottom, like of the little chat. Take a look. It's called, oh my gosh, what's it called? Hold on. I'll tell you right now. It's on 4th wall. Sorry, I was like, wait, I know what I'm talking about. What is happening in my brain? Okay, hold on one sec. I'll tell you guys. Yeah, it's on 4th wall. It should be at the bottom, like it should show as a strip. The right person is right in front of you. You don't feel worthy. Of what? What is this person saying? The right person is right in front of me. I don't feel worthy. I haven't met anybody who seems worthy of me, if that's what you're talking about. Oh, that's the other way around. They are not worthy of me. Okay, hold on one sec. Now I'm just being goofy. It should show, sorry, well, let me give it, hold on, you guys, you're all asking so many questions. Hold on. What did you say? One of you said something about the wall decals. The wall decals are from Etsy. I literally typed in gold evil eye wall decals, and that's how I found it, because that's what I really, really wanted. I really, 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 really wanted eyeballs. I love eyeballs. I actually also have an eyeball tattoo, you guys. Oh yeah, it's backward. I don't. I'm always watching you. I'm always seeing. Okay, hold on. What are we supposed to do with our lives? Fuck if I know, bro. Be a good person, Curtis. Be kind, be loving, be the change you wish to see in this world. Always look for a way to bring joy, happiness, peace, ease, bliss, and laughter into people's lives. Always think about how you would feel in particular situations and what you would want done to you. That's what I would say. That's what we're supposed to do with our lives. Hold on. You guys are asking lots of questions and I lost our chat. Give me a second here. Oh, this is like really high up. All right. Most passionate tarot reader on YouTube. Thank you, Ben. I am passionate in everything that I do. And if I don't have passion over it, I can't do it. The mug matches your wall. Okay, yes. So this is from Etsy. This you can buy at 4th wall. So this is actually different. One of my graphic designers designed this for me. And then I created the I Am Magic. If you guys have been around since like 2020, 2021, when I used to have the office down in the sunroom in the basement, y'all would remember we would stay up really late at night talking, doing tarot readings, like Tuesday nights and all this stuff. It was during the COVID days. And I had a ginormous mug, like bigger than this. And everyone was like, Char, you need to get mugs that like have like your things. And one day we sat down and like, I really like the I Am Magic energy. And so I designed these. There's cups, there's shirts. I even have a shirt. There's all sorts of merch that you can get on Fourth Wall. I'll drop it actually, hold on. I'll drop the Fourth Wall merch link here. Oh, how do I do that? Hold on. How do you know the right crystals to pick? Hold on, oh my God. The mug matches your wall. Okay, got that. Okay, what are we supposed to do with your life? Answered that. Okay, how do you know what the right crystals to pick? Listen to your intuition, you guys. Listen to your intuition. How do you know what are the right crystals to pick? If you're on StarSea Jewels and you're wanting to buy jewelry, by the way, you guys, I'm super excited to tell you all, I found somebody to help me make the pieces. We've got tons of orders we're shipping out this week. We're all cut up. No more 2 to 4 week delays on orders or turnaround times on orders because I'm making them all myself. We have a machine. We have a machine, all right? So if you want to purchase your amulets, you can, because they're going to be going out real quick now. So let me drop the website for you guys. This is the Fourth Wall website. If you want to buy merch, hold on. Merch website. Get your mugs. Oops. Boop. There's that. Ooh, that's a great question. Jupiter. I actually don't have anyone that's directly connected to Jupiter. Jupiter is citrine and pyrite. So I would say like Bastet could work for Jupiter. I haven't made actually StarSea Jewels. I haven't actually made other than Mercurio, but Mercurio told me to make it. Like if I'm being really honest with you guys, when I make the amulets, it's not me. It's like source, consciousness, spirit. And I can't force if I try and force myself to make an amulet, it's not gonna look beautiful. It's really weird. I've tried it before. I wonder if I have like I tried. Cool, Char. Just me making a mess. Just me making a mess. Like I've tried to make amulets before. This is one that I made. It like falls flat. I don't even know how to explain it to you. If it's me trying to force a creation of an amulet because, oh, Char, zodiac crystals and make amulets for the zodiac signs, like unless there is a calling and it is coming from higher self, I can't even make it. I don't even know how to explain it to you. Like they'll look like shit. That's the best way to explain it. Like Venus, I didn't create Venus. I had crystals in front. Look how beautiful this fucking amulet is. Look at, right? Like it has this like aura, this vibe, this like beauty to it. But if I try and make it, it doesn't happen that way. So I'll sit with Source and I'll ask Source if I have any amulets that I can make related to Jupiter or maybe to the planets. If that's what you guys are looking for. I just can't, I'm not gonna force it. I've tried to force it before. Nothing good ever happens off that. Okay. Oh my God, yes, I have, okay, hold on, pause. We have somebody here who has a vision. Okay, so let me, yes. So let's talk about the crystals. In order for you to pick the right crystal, you will pick the right crystal. You walk into a crystal store, you go over at StarSea Jewels, wherever you're at where there are crystals, the crystal will call to you. If you see it and you're like, oh, I like this, there's a reason for that. So that's how you know to trust it. So Sunshine and Beauty just said, I have a great idea for a plant business and would love to know if one of your packages help me build a product and advertise. So that's exactly what the Soul Revolution does. The Soul Revolution is for those of you that have a product offering or service and you have the vision, you have the idea, you know what you want to create. However, you need support in launching it on social media. You need a marketing strategy. You want to break free from the limiting beliefs, the self-doubt. You want to gain the clarity, the confidence. You want to have the right strategy in place, the right framework so you can successfully launch your business on social media and generate wealth from it, right? And so the Soul Revolution is literally just that. Hold on. I'm going to get it for you right now. The Soul Revolution has modules and worksheets and videos. You get one-on-one support with me through WhatsApp. So you can ask me questions and I'll answer them throughout the week so we can chat. And then you also get 3 one-on-one sessions with me in the Soul Revolution. And in those one-on-one sessions, we're targeting specific aspects to help you along the way. That's for those of you that are like ready to launch. You're like, Char, I'm following this. I'm doing it. Well, that's what I teach you. I don't know how to build it yet though. That's what I help you. If you already have the product offering service, I help you to build it online. I teach you how to market it. I teach you everything. You literally are going to learn how to generate the consistent income. You're going to learn how to use and leverage social media to grow and scale your brand. Well, that's on you, girlfriend. This is the Soul Revolution. Okay, what else? Oh, where did Francesca go? What daily routines do you do to, okay, Dawn, maybe I'll do that later. That's a big video. Hold on, let's go back here. Okay, so I love this question. I'm gonna answer this question. This is from Dear Char. I am building my dream business, single mom, similar journey to you. Tips for showing up as the dream version of you every day and confidence to shine and be who you want to be. How to cultivate calm confidence in the face of stress and resistance. Align your life. That's what I'm going to answer to that. Align your life. If you want to have the calm and confidence to face stress, resistance, challenges, obstacles, and you want to be able to face it with calmness, with clarity, with self-trust, you want to live that life of freedom and fulfillment, you have to align your life. You have to align your life. You got to embody your highest self. You got to trust the process of self-transformation. You got to work through that ego and that shadow stuff. You're going to have to. You're going to have to see what behaviors, what patterns, what stories, what subconscious programming you have in your mind that is currently still tethered to or tied to the older versions of you that you're ready to break free from and let go of. Right? If I had turned around and said, okay, I'm launching the social media business here. I'm going to launch my business online, but I'm going to act like old Charlene. Old Charlene was terrified. Old Charlene was terrified of criticism. Old Charlene was terrified of judgment. Old Charlene lived for the validation of other people. If somebody said, Charlene, your face is ugly, I would go and change my face. If somebody said, Charlene, I don't like your hair curly, I would go and straighten my hair. The Charlene that was able to create this online presence, the Charlene that was able to create a business from scratch, that's not the same Charlene as the Charlene that saw external validation. That's not, I used to have no voice. I used to be so afraid of speaking my truth, speaking up. And then because I was so afraid, I would lash, right? So I would get like angry or frustrated or feel like I was in a corner. So I couldn't even communicate my thoughts properly because it was like a constant like defense mechanism. That's your ego, that's your shadow. You got to see the parts of you that are holding you back from living in alignment. If you want to align your life, here's my 90-day life transformation. Okay, let me see. So that's my message to you, to whomever asked, how do I show up as a dream version? You co-create the dream version of you. Grand Rising, Robert. How do you find your life's purpose? So your life's purpose is a sum of four things: your passions, your hobbies, your pastime, and what feels purposeful in your life. Your soul purpose is also found in your natal chart, in your north node. Okay, it's also found in your rising sign and your midheaven. It's found in different aspects of your life. The life's purpose, the soul's purpose, is something that you already know deep within you. That's a part of you. You know it. You know it. And I've had so many people take my money magnet workshop and literally, hold on, let me see if I have one of the, did I put it in here? No, oh, that's a soul revolution. Where is the money magnet? Hello? So let me read to you one of the quotes from, or quotes, reviews from the Money Magnet Workshop. Charlene, you are seriously the best spiritual teacher I've connected with. I cannot put into words how much I have learned in this workshop. This class was worth way more than what you charge with invaluable lessons. Thank you for truly being so authentic in your teachings and diving deep. I can see how much time and energy you put into this workshop. Words don't do it justice. Somebody else, I manifested what I desired and I woke up to another $1,800 in my bank account that I had no idea was coming. That's $4,000 in 2 months. What kind of magic did you teach me? I ended up the month with 16,000 in sales. This is what's possible when you uncover your life's purpose. When you uncover your life purpose, you are literally in alignment with your life. You are transforming your life to show up in the essence of who you came on earth to be. That is how you uncover your life's purpose, through self-discovery, through deep understanding of the self. Okay, let me see what else. Oh my God, there's so many questions that came through. Okay, I did that. Oh, okay, I really like this question. Can you share, what time is it? Can you share a personal experience where asking the universe for guidance led to a significant change in your life? And how can others recognize and act upon these signs? Okay, are you guys ready to hear this crazy story? So right before I got let go from my sales tech job, I had been praying to the universe. So to rewind, back in 2018, was that right? Yeah, back in 2017, yeah. Back in 2017, sorry. After being a stay-at-home mom, I had taken a job, remember, in the IT sales career I told you guys about, and things weren't like moving. I wasn't getting the same sales. It wasn't the same like environment or vibe, and I know what I'm capable of. So I was feeling like, why was I failing? Why weren't things working out? And I kept praying to God to help give me answers. I kept praying. I kept asking the source to guide me, to show me the way forward, to help me understand what my next path was to do. Because in my mind, I was like, I'm staying in this tech job. Like, I know what I'm doing here. This is my career, my vocation. I need to go and figure out what I need to fix. Well, in that prayer, my prayer was answered in this way. In the first week of January of 2018, yeah, I think so. I think it was 2018. I got a call from my boss and he told me that I was let go, that my position was rendered redundant, along me with like 5 other people got let go. And yeah, so imagine you're a single mom. Now you don't have a job. Now you don't have money coming in, and you had just prayed to God to give you an answer for guidance to help you with generating more wealth, more financial stability for your life. Well, because hindsight's always 20/20. The week before I got that call, I had a dream that I was in front of the camera, literally like what I'm doing now, 2 box lights and a camera. And in that dream, I was talking about something, but I didn't know what I was talking about. I just knew that I was in front of the camera. And so I woke up that morning and I was like, maybe I'm supposed to go into like acting, because social media just wasn't like YouTube wasn't like a thing, right? YouTube wasn't like what's the word I'm looking for? like a seed that had been planted where I was like, yeah, I could create a successful YouTube channel. I was not there at all. I didn't even know the complexity or the depth of YouTube. And so when I saw 2 box rings and I saw the camera, I was like, oh, maybe I'm supposed to be an actress. And I had always wanted to be an actress when I was little. And so, you know, I really liked being in front of the camera. And so I was like, okay, maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. So I went down the path of taking acting courses, learning like improv and learning all this stuff. But Source kept saying you need to start a YouTube. So I kept trying to like logicify the idea, the guidance, instead of following through with the guidance. The guidance was start the YouTube, but I was trying all these different things. I was doing the hard way, right? I was trying this, I was trying that, I was trying this, instead of going this way towards the path, which was YouTube. And I kept thinking, okay, well, how am I going to start a YouTube? How am I going to like do, how, it's impossible. It's hard, right? These are the limiting beliefs, the negative thoughts, the scarcity, the lack, the fear. And that's when one of my friends told me, like, there's a girl on YouTube who's doing really, really well. I can't even remember what her name is now, honestly. The girl that she mentioned, but she's like, has a really successful platform on YouTube doing spirituality. Why don't you do that too? And so the more that I stopped trying to logicify it, right? Because then I went down the path of social media management, helping other people do their social media. Like I was doing everything but what Source said. And then the minute that I shifted and was like, okay, let me just try this. Let me just try this. The minute that I shifted to, let me just try this, within 3 months, viral on Instagram, or viral on TikTok, viral on YouTube, monetize on YouTube. Yeah, so it's Max says, Source told him to start her to start a podcast. Spirit told me to speak, so I started a podcast. It's beyond the podcast, but I keep doing other things. Yeah, stop doing other things. Do the thing that you're meant to do. Every single one of you knows the thing that you're meant to do. You know it. I actually just had, like, this is my favorite. My favorite part is when like the universe shows you just like truly, truly, truly how powerful, how magical the world can really, really be. So I had a student who, let me see if I can find you her. I feel like this happened a while back now. What is it? Like a month ago, maybe? I'll have to look back because I don't align. Hold on. I want to find what she sent me because it was so crazy. Hold on. I wonder. I think it was last month. Oh, my inbox. Anyways, she took my Align course. And during our 90-minute session, because when you book the Align course, you get a 90-minute session with me alongside the modules and the course, right? And the worksheets and the videos and stuff like that. We were sitting down and we were going through our soul's purpose, and she was like, Char, she's like, what's my soul's purpose? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm still feeling a little bit confused. Like, I got so much clarity now in my behavior, on my thoughts. I've rewired my programming and all this stuff. And I sat down and we looked at our astrology, and I said to her, well, did you do your astrology? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, let's look at it. And she's like, well, I got this Scorpio thing, and I've always wanted to like see if I could be a detective or like MI6 or something like that. And I said to her, okay, well, like, if that's what you want to do, then, and then you got the Scorpio placement, then like, maybe that's what you're supposed to do. So we sat down and we dove deep, like we did deep work into her astrology. And we literally uncovered all these placements she had, which were literally for like negotiations experts, CIA, like detective work, like all like investigative work, all these things that she had been wanting to do for her whole life. She just didn't know if she could, like she didn't have the permission. And she was like, and the minute we started talking about it, like her face, like she literally started smiling ear to ear. And she's like, this is what this is what I want. This is what I want. And I'm like, girl, if this is what you want, let's go make it happen. And she's like, you know what's so crazy? I tried applying for one position years ago and I didn't get it. And I'm like, right, because you didn't believe that you were worthy of receiving it, even though you knew that's what you wanted to do. And I was like, yes, bingo bango. bingo bango. And so she did it. And now I'm like, now moving forward, whenever we have sessions together, I'm gonna have to sign like NDAs, because she's gonna be working like these very like top secret roles, but that's her soul's purpose. Her astrology confirmed it, her intuition, her guidance. When she took the Align course, she uncovered it in the Align course, and it's something that she knew as well internally. So imagine the minute you lean in to those intuitive hits, to what your soul is saying for you to do. You become so powerful. Somebody just said about something about the course. Right, Robert, and that makes sense, right? In a past life, I lived at the bottom of the probably the Vatican, studying books by myself like a hermit. Tina, this is the course to start with. Tina, this start here. That's the course. Okay, let me see what other questions, because I gotta wrap this up soon. Okay, so I think some people had asked, about 2025, and this person just sent a message saying, "Hi Char, what are you noticing, feeling, sensing about the state of things right now? I observe an intense change happening for all of us." You're so welcome, Tina. I look forward to having you in the course. I love working together with you guys. Okay, hold on. So yeah, I think somebody, I'm just going through the chat here. Holy shit, Kay, we got to talk about that, but let me, I'm a survivor. That's so cool, Luke. Go do it. Go do it. That is so cool. I love that. Okay, so let's talk about 2025. As we progress closer and closer to 2030, we get into a more critical state. And what I mean by critical state is, I mean, we experience more contraction, more restriction before the expansion. My advice to you, don't fall to the trap. Don't fall to the fear. Don't fall to the panic, the anxiety. Everyone's freaking out about these tariffs that TRUMP is putting out, okay? But on the same side, they're failing to, they fail to see how up here in Canada, our current government is instilling taxes that are literally going to impoverish people, literally. And so we keep trying to find saviors in these systems. We keep trying to find other people to save us. We keep trying to find something outside of us to save us. And that is exactly where they want you to be, because then you are in the victim state. You are hopeless, helpless. You are a victim to your circumstances. And then you seek help from government support. And now you become a slave. Right? Because you're seeking help from somebody else. You feel helpless and hopeless. You become a slave to the system. You forget your power. You forget your strength. You forget your vitality. You forget your own sovereignty. You give that all up. So don't do that. Don't do that. What am I noticing? I'm noticing that more and more people are waking up. I'm noticing that if people aren't waking up, it's because their cognitive dissonance is keeping them looped and trapped in a false narrative, and that will eventually come crashing down. What am I feeling? I feel calm. I feel chill. I feel like I am sovereign. I have my own personal power. I am intelligent. I am capable. I can do the hard things. I am successful. I am courageous, right? I operate from authenticity, from radical self-acceptance, right? So that's the vibe I'm in, even when things get scary, right? How are you going to choose to react? The vase getting broken by that little shithead, just like, by Luna, is a perfect example. When the going gets tough, how are you going to react? How are you going to respond? What am I sensing? I'm sensing that if you are smart and you invest in yourself and you are disciplined and structured and you stay grounded in the pursuit of your destiny while having unwavering faith, you can capitalize on the chaos. Thank you, Michael. Yes, Tina, that's exactly what you should think. That's exactly the right mindset to have, Tina. Everything is going to happen exactly how it's meant to. You have to choose how you're going to show up every day. Tina, when you enroll on a line, you're going to learn about the light laws. The first light law is everything begins and ends with you, period. Everything begins and ends with you. I could have walked downstairs and been like, we're canceling the Q&A, the Dear Shard today. Luna's ruined everything. My favorite vase. I could have gotten hysterical. I could have screamed. I could have cried. I could have done all these things. All of them. What the fuck good would they have done for me? Nothing. Instead, I'm going to be annoyed because I'm allowed to. You're allowed to experience your emotions, but your emotions don't drive you. I was upset because I really liked the vase and we're still talking about it so clearly. Like, I'm like, oh man, right? But at the same time, I realize while I'm cleaning up the vase, I can charge my phone so I can take it to the gym with me. It's a perfect learning opportunity for my students to see in real life how the ego and the shadow try and detract you and derail you, how we need to embrace, embody, hold space for them, but stay in alignment with your highest self. Everything begins and ends with you all the time. I love this, Luke. I can do great things for the world because I do believe in myself and my abilities. Hi, Kasha. I also truly feel like the North Node in Pisces is giving, yes, the North Node in Pisces is really teaching us to be spiritual, to surrender and have unwavering faith, knowing that no matter how it seems at any given point in time, everything is always working out for you in your highest good, for my highest good as well, right? In our favor. But also remembering truly connection to God. I'm listening to Neville Goddard right now, and I really love how Neville Goddard talks about God and Jesus. A lot of people think God is outside. God's inside. God's inside. The devil is separation. The devil segregates. God unites. So anything in this world that creates division, divisiveness, wars between countries, money being sent to wars in other countries, taxes, tariffs, the erasure of women, anything that divides is the devil. And so these changes, as we are journeying through them, it's about remembering self-love. It's about remembering God consciousness. If I go out today, do I want to be met with hatred, anger, resentment, frustration? Or do I want to be met with love, compassion, kindness, laughter? I was once walking, I live in Toronto, and I was once walking down the main roads, and somebody walked up to me and they said, you know, you are walking sunshine. And I was like, I don't get it. And they're like, your aura of light, you shine so bright. And I was like, wow, that's very sweet. And it took me a minute to like, you know, program it into my brain what they were saying. But I realized that's exactly what I want to be. I want to be the light in your life. I want to guide you. I want to show you. I want to show you that in the darkness, you are the light. I want to remind you. I want to be that friend that I never had. I want to be that guidance that I sought out, right? I want to be that support system that I really, really wanted. And so you got to ask yourself, what is it that you always sought in your life, and how can you be that now in this world? Because I don't think any of us sought hatred, anger, resentment, frustration. It was projected onto us. So how can we leave this world just a little bit kinder, just a little bit nicer, just a little bit more full of light and love and happiness, while practicing awareness and consciousness? And we're not going to cry. And we're not going to cry. All right, you guys, that is it for today. I want to thank you all so much for joining me during Dear Char. The next one is going to be I guess we could do one next Sunday, but then we won't do one the following Sunday. So let's do one next Sunday. Make sure you sign up to my mailing list if you haven't already. Dawn, thank you so much, sweetheart. You don't have to. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. There's a bunch of videos up on the channel. Hopefully you guys got to see that new one I just made of the money one. I just posted, yes, the manifest any amount of money you want. It works fast. I just did that. It's so good. Okay. It's such a good video. And then for members, if you are a member, go watch the secret nobody talks about. The video will be live for the community next weekend. But if you are part of the membership, you get early access to it. Casey, you get early access to it. I'm teaching you guys a secret about manifestation that they don't like to talk about it. They don't like to talk about it because they like to keep us in fear and control. All right. Oh, it's okay, Galactic. I'm going to leave it up for you guys to watch after. So remember, sign up to the mailing list so you can ask your questions. I send the link over to drop your questions. Tons of videos are up today. There's more videos going up tomorrow. More videos going up Tuesday. Your girl's back. We're back. Okay. I'm also going to do a video of like my favorite things, like what I'm obsessed with right now. I really want to give you guys more of a personal vision into my life. And I don't remember who it was. Was it you, Dawn, that said, what I do to keep the vibe high? Drop it in that Dear Char question box, because I will answer it in that video. Bingle bangle. All right. And pick up your amulets from StarSea Jewels down in the description box below. Or if you want to take any of my courses or book a session, it's all down there. Okay. I love you. I will see you soon, my besties. Remember to be the light. Remember, even in the darkness, always be the light, okay? And we will see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye. How do I turn this off? Okay, bye.